So we only have a few minutes left in our session for today, and I wanted to end by talking about some possible goals that we could set to accomplish before we meet again. Obviously, one of them, like we talked about earlier, was talking about the move to your kids, sitting them down, explaining how you both feel to them, and then getting their input in, trying to figure out what they feel about the move. Maybe another one would be, like we talked about for you, looking at potential job opportunities that are in town, pursuing what might be available to you there,
Right.
seeing if you can make maybe a shorter move instead of this long distance move.
Right.
How would you feel about that?
Yeah, for as a goal to set, I definitely need to kind of reach out to the community. I've kind of just been, I got this degree and I kind of just been sitting still and just kind of waiting for opportunities to come to me. And maybe instead, I kind of put my name out there, if she's really adamant about staying, I know this can't be the only, college that's hiring, professors.
Oh, yeah.
And so, there's that college that's not that far. There's some of the things I said, like volunteer work, like nonprofit organizations. There's, chaplaincy. There's working in the hospitals. There's a lot of different opportunities that, I could at least put my name out there. Like I said, I have a lot of connections, or we have a lot of connections as a family to the church and to, the community. So, a lot of doors can be opened. I just kind of need to get out there and open them.
Yeah. Who's to say that this isn't the first of many opportunities that you get?
Exactly. And I haven't given it a chance. I kind of just found this one, jumped in it, was like, hey, why aren't you following me along? And, didn't consider her, didn't consider the family. So maybe I need to buckle down and say, okay, well, what other opportunities are present to us?
Yeah. I would say that's a very good goal. I would say another good goal is for you two to continue to work on the communication between each other.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you've realized today that looking at things from the other person's point of view, whether it's you looking at the pros for staying in town, or Mary, you looking at the pros for taking Peyton's job and moving, I hope you've realized that seeing things through the other person's perspective opens your eyes to things that they're feeling that maybe you hadn't thought of before. Mm-hmm. And in a relationship like you two are in, it's important to see things from the other person's perspective, because obviously you're making this decision together. Whatever that decision ends up being, you're making it together, and you're making it for your relationship and for your family.
Right.
Are there any other goals that you think you might like to set?
I think that one thing that we haven't done is pray about it more. And I think that if we did that, I feel like we would feel a lot better about that, and just taking time to do that, and just instead of just arguing about it, because when we, got this opportunity, that's what we did at first. We didn't think about the other ones, or pray about direction, ask God for direction, and I feel like that's really important, and we should really do that.
Definitely. So communication with each other, communication with God.
Yeah.
You're going to seek out some other opportunities that might exist for you in town.
Yeah.
And talking to the kids, I wanted to talk a little bit more about that one before we broke. Maybe we can make a plan for how you plan to discuss this with your kids, how you plan to present it to them.
I want to talk to each of them individually, or both of them individually, because I feel like they usually feed off each other. And so
definitely.
I feel like
they're twins.
Yeah.
It's just in their DNA.
Yeah, and they're going to either agree completely with each other or just argue, and I just want to know what they think individually before, we talk to both of them together. So I feel like that would be the best way to get the best answer out of them, what they feel, their true feelings.
I think that's smart. I think you'll get a more honest approach from each of them if you do it that way. And like I said, I think it's very important that you discuss this with them and figure out what they're feeling, because that could easily impact your decision either way, wanting to do things for them. I'm assuming just from having met with you two these past couple of sessions that you're the kind of family that wants to make decisions like that together.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. It's a huge part of, our family dynamic, and we want to keep it that way as much as we can. So.
Yeah, it's just a bump in the road. We just have to compromise, figure out how to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, thank you both for coming in today, and I'll see you next time.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you.